Hello, hello, hello. It's that day. It's that time. How's everybody doing today? For those of you who are new here, um, well, my name is Kim, but I go by Mocha, and I am the creator and owner of this channel, Mocha Crochet and Crafts. And on the channel, we talk about crochet, craft, life, pretty much anything that happens to come up. We'll cover it. Yeah, we just sit here and we chat and we work on things and we share what we're working on and we talk about the industry goss and all kinds of stuff. So again, if you're new, welcome. Um, and I'm sit here and wait for people to stroll in here, and then we'll get started because I do actually have a couple things to talk about for real tonight. Kathleen, you've been here since before I got here, so hi. So you look hanging out in the waiting room. If you hear that, what sounds like thunder, it's because my dogs are above me, like the floor above me, and they're running around like they're crazy. So, and this house doesn't really have much. I won't say it doesn't have any insulation. It doesn't have any padding on the floor, so everything that goes on the floor above you, you hear it. To be honest, everything that goes on two floors above you, you hear that too. But anyway, so that's what all that noise is. It's dogs. But you also be used to dogs making some noise of some sort in my videos in my lives because it's been that way since I've been making videos. Hey BJ, hi Catherine. Catherine saying I'm going to be in and out checking the weather. I don't want to get on the phone just in case. Oh, you are in a gamey area, right? Aren't you? Ugh. Yeah, the day that was supposed to be gaming for us, we pretty much it skirted all around us, which is cool. Well for us, bad for people that got hit, but um, so here it's just muggy and ugh. But yeah, keep your eye on the weather. I don't blame you. Oh, you just got a tornado watch? Yay! Not great, terrific, fabulous. Uh, so what's everybody working on? Do you have a nice a project you want to talk about? What are you sipping on? What's new? Fill me in. Let me know what's going on. And I have no idea how many people are in here. According to StreamYard, there are 0 people in here, and yet I'm talking to you. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not totally sure. But I'm just going to keep talking because it's showing me that even though it's saying that there are 0 people in the room, I see people in the chat. So I love being confused. It's almost my default setting anyway. Um, oh, excuse me. I actually I was excited because I finally finished. Well, I finally finished my paper, and by what I mean by I finished the paper, I finished the actually written part that I had to submit for a grade. The study, of course, is still going on, and will be probably for the next 6 months because it's how long it's probably going to take me to get the survey responses, all the survey responses I need, select the people I want to use in the focus group, reach out to them, see if they want to do it, set that up, and do all those and do all those meetings. This is going to be like a 6 month chore, um, and that's you know it could be longer depending on what job I end up with and how intensive my job is. And I still have this channel. I'm not going to like take a long hiatus from again. And I still got like crafting commissions that I'm doing. So all I'd say the study's going to it's going to take a while, but I really do want to use the study with the grants that I'm writing for my organization. So um, one of my instructors said that I could use like preliminary results from the first survey um, as part of the grant. That might be enough to sway people, but we'll see. Anyway, that is completely totally has nothing to do with yarn, other than the fact that crafting is part of the organization. So crafting, crochet stuff that will be part of some of the things that we offer at the organization. Let's see what else we're saying. Catherine's saying she's working on Andy's hair, Raggedy Andy. That's cool. I think Andy worked up faster than Anne, it seems like. VJ is, I am frogging the last row of a bath poof because it's huge. Going to drop down the hook size and switch to half double crochet. Well, I'm curious. Yeah, I can't talk. What was that? VJ, you use double crochet, and what hook size were you using before? So the ones that I've done, I mean, granted, I'm sure you've done way more than I have. I've done in like, I think it was like I want to say a 4.5 or a 5 millimeter, and they were half double crochet or something like that. I haven't done that many of them. Oh, you're doing 6. Good grief. A J. Yeah, 6 millimeter. Alrighty. That makes for a big poof. And using cotton yarn, I'm assuming. Okay, so while VJ, I'll wait for VJ to answer me. I've run into a few interesting things since we've talked last. I don't know if you guys do this, but somebody used AI to imagine what Barbies would look like from each state. And it was a very interesting find. What I found really interesting is that several of the Barbies were wearing crocheted items. Let's see, what's that? Let me see. Where did I write it? Where did I put that list? Here somewhere. Hang on, let me find my list. That's not it. You know, I had things all organized, and then I unorganized it. Oh, where is it? I'm gonna do this to myself. I'm like, oh, that's such a great idea. Let me write this down so that I can talk about it on my live. And then I misplaced where I wrote it down, and now I can't find where I wrote it down. Oh, you know what? You're gonna laugh at this. I remember saying, "Oh, let me put this someplace where it's with something I'm going to use for my live." Right? I sat it on my laptop. It's literally sitting right here, right in front of me. You saw me just scuttle through all that stuff, right? It's just sitting here right in front of me all this time. Anyway, so Barbie, Nebraska has a crocheted scarf. Barbie, North Dakota has the same has a crocheted hat, and there's another Barbie. I want to say it's Virginia Barbie has the same hat on, but they're both crocheted hats. And then Barbie, Vermont, I know her hat's crocheted, but I think her sweater is too. It was kind of hard to tell by the picture, but I believe that her sweater was also crocheted. So AI is picking up on the crochet trend and putting it on Barbie. And we all know what a fashion icon Barbie is. So anybody that says that crochet is falling out of fashion is losing their mind, because apparently it's not. Obviously, otherwise it would not be on the radar of AI. I just thought that was cool. And me just saying that's what the pattern called for. I added a row, but it was too much, so I am making the last row smaller. Yes, big twist cotton. 85 cotton, 15 polyester. Have I ever used big twist cotton? I don't think I've ever used Joann's cotton. Wow, I really don't. Of all the yarn in my stash, I don't remember. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Well, when I come off of my shop, my stash, I'll have to look into that. Well, hi, Tiger Dragon Girl. Welcome. Is there? Do you have a work in progress you want to talk about? Are you sipping on anything good? Introduce yourself. Let's know what's going on. But no, I found that pretty interesting about the Barbies and the crochet. That was pretty cool, actually. You know, now that like when Barbie's wearing is wearing crochet, then obviously it's cool because it's Barbie, and we all know the Barbie is just the greatest fashion plate ever. Staying with the topic of yarn, especially I've got a definite delay in this chat going, so I know y'all are responding to what I'm saying, but it's not coming up in chat yet, so I'm trying to wait for it to come up in chat. VJ is saying this is the first time using it. It was gifted to me. I usually use sugar and cream. I can't stand sugar and cream. I know that they've changed their. Is it sugar and cream or is it Lily's and cream that changed their formula a bit so it's a little softer? I know one of them. I just like it. Just if I didn't feel good coming through my fingers, so I wasn't using it. I couldn't use it. So I always normally end up using cotton from Hobie or what else is cotton do I use? I'll use 24/7, but it's mercerized, and I don't always want a mercerized cotton. Sometimes I just want a plain, like um, what's the word I'm looking for? Not shiny cotton. What's the word for that? For something that's not shiny? Help me here. What's what I'm looking for? It starts with an M, I think. Not muted. Oh, I hate when I do this. Somebody remind me what word I'm trying to think of. But speaking of yarn, oh, we're always speaking of yarn. But speaking of yarns I haven't used, so did anybody catch Bag of Crochet's video on the Eddie Bauer yarn? Oh, she was so not a fan. That was really funny to me. Yeah, Vijay, mercerized is shiny. I'm trying to think what the word is. Matte. That's it. Matte finish. I want a matte yarn. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Um, as soon as I don't want a shiny yarn, I want a matte yarn. So, but I'm really at a drawing a blank as to what cotton I use. And weirdly enough, I'm looking in my stash, and the only cotton I'm seeing are 24/7 and Hobie. And I have a maybe that is all the cotton I use. I mean, I just never realized it. But so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Crystal was not a fan of that Eddie Bauer cotton or Eddie Bauer yarn, which I'm glad because I'm on a no buy and I'm trying to like shop my stash. So, and I'm one of those people that I like Eddie Bauer most things. So I was disappointed yet kind of relieved that she doesn't like the yarn because now I don't have that need to rush out and buy it. Yeah. So thank you, Crystal, for saving me that. But it said $6 for 225 yards. That's kind of pricey. That's not a very large skein for $6. So that was good. But then Tony Lipsy of TL Yarn Crafts has her nerve to come out with her own line of yarn. And it's a cotton wool blend, although she hasn't said what kind of wool it is. But knowing her, I would be shocked if it was a merino or or something like that. In other words, some type of wool that I could actually work with and not start itching. It's not going to surprise me if that's what she came out with because, well, it's Tony. She's got good taste, and it's my luck. I'm on a no buy, and here she comes with a line of yarn that I'm looking at and drooling. I'm looking at and considering, even if it is kind of wool I don't like, maybe I'll just take a Benadryl because it looks lovely. The colors look great. Just the whole thing, everything about it. It's a nice DK. Um, so she's going to totally bust my no buy because there's no way she's going to put out yarn and I'm not going to buy it. I'm just being realistic. I know me. I'm going to buy that yarn. Probably in every color they have. More than one ball. That'll be me. It's going to be my new what Malabrigo was last year to me is what this will be now. So are you guys out there? I mean, I'm not seeing any movement in chat or anything. What's going on? You guys are never this quiet. I'm trying to check my settings because this is weird. What's going on? La, 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 la. All right, VJ. Okay, some chats coming through now. VJ is saying, "Yeah, but Tony's yarn is from Hobie. Lovely yarn, but I don't want to pay shipping. I don't care. I'm for that. I'm paying shipping. Plus, I buy from Hobie anyway, so I'm used to paying Hobie shipping costs. They annoy me, but for this yarn, I'm willing to pay." Hi, Marquita. She's saying, "I'm here, but school starts tomorrow, and I have the girl's hair in a new style. You know how that goes." Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember those days. Give me the school starting for you already. It doesn't start here until the 22nd, so we still got a few weeks. And I have a granddaughter, so I don't really have to deal with the hair thing. Yay, I'm on that side of it. But yeah, I'm definitely buying Tony's new yarn. I'm gonna skip the Eddie Bauer. I think I might like go and look at it and touch it and see if I disagree with Crystal, but I seldom ever do. So there's that. Um, Tiger Dragon Girl says, "I apologize for being so quiet. The rain here is hypnotizing me." Ah, that's a weird thing about this house. Um, you don't hear it rain. There's nothing in or around this house that alerts you to the fact that it's raining. I mean, it had probably been raining for a good hour yesterday before I looked out a window and realized it was raining. You just don't hear it. It's weird. Um, every other house I've lived in, you could hear it raining. You can hear it on the roof, you can hear it on the awning, you can hear it on something. Here, no, nothing. If you're not literally looking outside to see it rain, or the wind hits it and it smacks against a window. Other than that, you never know it rains. It's raining. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? Uh, I'm having a hard time settling back into like having like a semblance of free time. So I don't quite know what to do with myself. Now, obviously, I still have a whole studio. I still need to continue unpacking and a whole bedroom to set up, and I've got a million things I could be doing. But I'm just kind of enjoying not having to do something at the moment. If that makes any sense. I don't have like a deadline looming over my head. Like this is due on this date. I mean, I have one more paper I have to write, but it's like in comparison to the 40-page text, a 3-page works cited section, um, and having to write 2 different surveys. A 3 to 5 page paper is like nothing. So I'm not worried about it. I'll knock that out in an hour and be done. Um, and I am job hunting, so I'm putting out a resume here, a resume there on things that truly interest me. And I've got some, like I say, craft commissions that I'm working on. But none of that is like intensive as it. Oh my god, it has to be done by this time at noon or this time at midnight. Otherwise, like your whole life is going to fall apart. Kind of pressure. And I haven't been under that pressure. I've been under that pressure for over 3 years now. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I've been under that pressure since I became a freelancer. But when I retired from that in 2021, 2021, 2022, 2021, I guess, I lost that pressure, but I still had the pressure of deadlines for school. Well, now I don't have those. So I'm at a point for the first time in 20 plus years that I legit do not have like some deadline looming over my head. And I don't really know what to do with myself because I'm kind of like, well, what do I do? What should I work on? And my default setting is absolutely no damn thing. So, I mean, and I guess a couple of days of that. I mean, I literally just turned the paper in yesterday. So, I haven't even had 24 hours of like no deadlines. I'm already like, I need deadlines. I don't know what to do with myself. So, that's where I am. I'm making a list of things I need to do and things I want to do. And I'm going to like give myself arbitrary deadlines for them so that I actually have something to work towards. My brain It gives my brain a reset so that it knows to work towards something. 'Cause otherwise, I would literally just be sitting here going la 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 and doing absolutely nothing forever, and then nothing would get done. So the things, although they don't have hard deadlines, they have to be completed, won't get completed. And then I know it probably sounds like weird and definitely a first world problem and probably just a me problem, but that's how it goes with me. What about my make along? Oh yeah, there is that. Yeah, I'm doing Marquita's Vestember make along. Did I say that right? Vestember. So I do have that, and I have been working towards that. Look, I've got granny squares. I hope you can see them. Granny square. Oh, granny square. Granny square. Granny square. Granny square. Granny square. How many of these have I made? Granny square. Granny square. 8 or 9. So I am making squares for that, and I'm doing an interesting twist um, on the vest, in that I have a couple of shirts that have seen better days, but there's still some decent fabric left in them. So I'm going to take those shirts. I'm going to cut them into squares that match the size of those granny squares I just showed you, and I'm going to crochet around the fabric. So they'll probably be a little bigger than those squares because I've got this whole motif set up in my head. That's the design I want. And then I'm going to make a vest out of all of these squares. But I'm going to do something radical, and some of you are going to clutch your pearls. So if you're not sitting down, I need you to sit down. Okay, I don't want to be blamed for like causing injury from shock. So I'm warning you. I'm going to sew the squares together. Yes, I am going to sew crochet. Yep, I sure am. Yep, 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 yep. And then I am going to use batting, and then I'm going to quilt the inside of the vest because I want a quilted vest. I want it to be a little heavier. That's my plan. Let's see if you've recovered. Because people are having are having a heart attack about. I think I talked about this on one of my lives before I went on hiatus. That people were sewing granny squares together, and other people were having heart attacks because of it. And I thought it was a grand idea. Well, I'm going to put that thought to practice, and I'm going to sew these granny squares. Now, granted, there's probably going to be a granny square, a crochet granny square up next to a piece of fabric with crochet around it, but that's still crocheting. That's still sewing crocheting together. So we'll see how it turns out. I just wanted to do something that wasn't like the usual. I'm to the point now where I don't like to do what's the usual thing. I like doing little things out of the box, little things that are radical, things that literally make seasoned um, grandma crocheters clutch their pearls in horror. I'm all for that. And Marquita is explaining we are making a vest of your choice until September 30th. So that's the mal I'm doing. Um, so that's what I'm working on. So if you're not familiar with Marquita, where have you been? You should go over and check out her channel. After you leave here, go over there and check out her channel and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, why have you not subscribed already? So that's the mal. And then while I was thinking about people, VJ Crochet is also looking for new subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to her, check out her channel and give her a subscribe and give her some watch hours. That'd be nice. I'm still working towards my 500. I mean, taking that hiatus of 4 months obviously didn't help. But an interesting thing is, the whole time I was gone, I didn't lose any subscribers, which I thought was kind of neat and humbling, and that was nice. And I thought I was going to, like, people would be like, oh, she's not around anymore, and just, like, unsubscribe and go on with their life. But no, I gained a couple of subscribers, actually, which is pretty cool. So, when you can gain subscribers and you're not even putting out content, that's how it's supposed to be. So I was happy with that. So, but I'm back now. And I will be back to making content shortly. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I've got all of these. When you move, you discover things, and I've discovered that I have a lot more whips than I thought I did. So I might make a video showing you all of my whips and deciding whether I'm going to continue with it, if I'm going to frog it, or I'm just going to just hide it like I didn't see it and save it for another day. Is that if that's a video do you think you might be interested in seeing? Let me know in chat. Otherwise, no, I'm probably gonna do it anyway. But just let me know if it's something you're really interested in. Another one. I don't know. I also want to delve. See, this is another thing. I'm kind of excited because now I could actually delve into the and crafts part of my name because I have time. Before, I mean, most of my time, if I had any free time to work on a craft, I was just crocheting. But see, now I can actually pull out all my other crafts. I can do my resin art. I could go back to chainmailing. I could bring out my bead loom. Um, I could do some wire work. I could diamond paint. This poor thing has been on my diamond painting easel for probably a year and a half, going on 2 years now. because I really didn't have time to work on it. No, I have time to work on it. But I also have two other ones that I need to do as gifts. So I might have to take this one down. I'm sorry, you guys, but I might have to take that one down to work on the gifts. Or maybe I'll just bust this out. I'll probably know what that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going after this live. I'm going to eat dinner, and then I'm going to work on that diamond painting because it really needs to get done. And if I can get it done and have it done for like Halloween, so I can like incorporate it in the decorations, then I still have time to make the other ones that I want to make by Christmas. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I might even do. I might even like show you proof and like do like a say like a short or something of me working on it. I don't know, but actually I have time to do other things now. I can actually pick up my knitting again. Now, I haven't knitted in forever. Matter of fact, I have no idea where my knitting needles are. I may actually have to buy new knitting needles because I don't know where they are. Um, it's insane, but I just don't know what to do with myself with free time. I love the feel of my coupe crochet hooks. Sometimes I hold one just because the feeling of the hook calms me. Um, what are okay? Is coupe, is that a special kind of hook? Was that a? Did you mean copper or is there? Okay, I guess I'm not quite sure what you mean. What kind of crochet hooks you're talking about? I guess is what I'm going for. Yes, Jack Skellington and Sally. This is a very Nightmare Before Christmas house. Um, we are last year we actually decorated our Christmas tree and Nightmare Before Christmas decorations, and we have several Nightmare Before Christmas decorations that we put up for Halloween and Christmas. So this is literally part of like our decorations, and you can't quite see them, but let's set it up here. See, there's Jack. I don't know if you can quite tell that it's Jack, but yeah, Shaq and Sally. So we are big Nightmare Before Christmas people, and I have a couple of more Nightmare Before Christmas diamond art paintings too. I just haven't done them yet. So yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on Jack and Sally tonight after I'm done. After this live and I've eaten dinner. But yeah, I mean, there's so many other like crafts that I do that I'd like to like show off, but I haven't had time to show off until now. So they may be making an appearance on the channel too. And of course, I also have my other channel I'm going to start. So there's that. So yeah, I just really need to like figure out new ways to organize my time since I actually have more time than I've had in a very long time. And as you can hear, I'm getting congested. Like that. Okay, she's talking about they have a polymer clay handle. They are great for people who have arthritis because the hooks warm in the hand. Having arthritis, they are great for me. I have RA, so I know what you mean about holding a hook that warms up in your hand. It does help. Um, and that's why I like my Tula Patimos as much as I do because they actually warm up in my hand. Um, are they thick polymer clay handles or are they the thinner ones? Because I find that thick polymer clay ones, although they are comfortable for my hands for the most part, after a while they start to mess with my thumb. It's like they almost kind of dislocate my thumb a little bit. So I can't use thick handles. The thickest I can use would be my Addy um, Maxis. Addy Swing. I knew I was missing a word in that. Yeah, my Addy Swing Maxis. That handle's about as thick as I can go. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. So, um, But yeah, I also make crochet hooks. I haven't made any of those in a while. Um, Stitch markers, all kinds of stuff that I make that I haven't had time to make that I actually could make now. So I just really need to just sit down and prioritize what I want to work on. So that's what I'm going to do in the next couple of days. Plus, I need to put some furniture together. I need to make rugs. So many things I need to do. Now your Dragon Girl saying they have different patterns. I got a full set. Oh, cool. Okay. And who is this? What company is this? So nobody has anything to say about Barbie's crochet accessories. I figured you guys would want to comment on that. Kind of shocked. Um, oh, sorry. Try to see if there's anything else I need to talk about tonight. Um, no, that's not it. I'm literally looking at notes to see if I have anything else I need to talk about. I talked about the vest. I talked about Eddie Bauer, AI generated Barbie. I don't know. That whole Barbie thing just fascinates me because mainly because it means that AI, which picks up on trends, is picking up on crocheted hats and crocheted sweaters and crocheted scarves. So does that mean that those are the things that are trending for crochet right now, or is that what's trending for crochet dolls right now, or doll accessories right now? Kind of hard to decide which way that goes. Hey, Crystal, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing tonight, Divergent Crafter? Um, yeah, the Barbie AIs, VJ. It was an article that came from my Facebook feed, and I clicked it, and I watched them, and I was like, whoa, this Barbie has on a crochet hat. Whoa, this Barbie has on a crochet scarf. It was kind of crazy to see it, and it just makes me wonder. I mean, people keep talking about how crochet is not, I don't know, it's not fashionable or whatever you want to say. And AI is proving that wrong because AI picks up on trends. So, you're tired, have a long day at work, long day in general. Of the Divergent Crafter. Um, yeah, Barbie is hot right now. And what I was talking about was that I had read an article about different Barbies. Like AI had generated a Barbie for each state, and several of the Barbies were wearing crocheted items, like crocheted hats, crocheted scarves. One had on a crocheted sweater, and I was talking about how if AI is picking up the crochet, then it's anyone who's trying to say it's not fashionable obviously is not paying attention to trends. So, which I find very interesting. Oh no, what happened to hubby? Sorry, I had to take a drink. You saw a crochet duster? I've seen a lot of those. They're very popular right now. Dusters and, ironically enough, vests are very popular crochet items right now. So, If you're into making that stuff, there's a market for it. Because if Barbie's wearing it, people are going to want it. Um, so, what are the other? What are the current trends right now? And you might noticing anything in particular as far as like what's popular to make crochet wise? I mean, I know a lot of people are making blankets and they're making shawls, and obviously everybody's always making hats. But I mean, what else is going on out there? I mean, normally there's some new thing popping. I mean, I haven't even seen a new stitch that's taken off lately, or a crochet pattern that's taken off that everybody's doing. Like I mean, I know people that are making certain different like patterns, but not like remember like when the virus shawl was all the rage and everybody was making one. I've seen that in a while. Ooh, ouch! He squished his finger between the pipe and stand. He got 8 stitches and broke his finger. Ouch! That sounds painful. As someone who actually broke a finger in a very similar way, I think last week I was talking about how I worked at the vegetable process, the salad processing plant. Well, I was running the spinner, and I was moving the spinner from the vat to I was moving the spinner basket from the vat where it got the lettuce into the machine that did the spinning. And I lowered the basket in, went to put the lid down, but my finger, the glove of my finger, got caught on the basket, and I hadn't paid attention. So I turned. I'm putting the lid down. My hand's still in the basket. I do this, and the basket slammed down on my finger. And we're talking not the basket, the lid slammed down on my finger. We're talking there's probably a 10 to 15 pound lid. And yeah, it cut my finger. It broke it. It wasn't pretty. So I feel for your hubby, and I hope his recovery is smooth and quick. Because, ouch. Oh, am I stuck? You think the Barbie silhouette would be an easy graph? Probably. Just don't call it that. You might want to call it popular doll silhouette or something like that. Yeah, it wasn't much fun, to be honest. But no, I think I was out for like I couldn't run the spinners for like a month or so, but then I went back to it. So I love that job. The job was fun. So Barbie silhouette, but yeah, the Barbie silhouette probably would be a pretty easy graph to do. I mean, do it like, of course, to be traditional, the silhouette would have to be pink, which means you'd have to put it on either probably a white or a black background. I mean, white I do, but that would bore me, and black it would bore me too. But well, no, I wouldn't be able to be bored. I'd be too bad working with all that black yarn. Ugh. So, but yeah, so my life right now is figuring out what I'm going to do next, basically. Like I said, I've got a couple of crochet commissions I'm working on, and I'm taking more, so I'm still advertising, marketing myself for those. Um, I need to set up this studio a little bit more. I like what I've done so far, but I still need another table so that I can completely lay out everything I want to lay out. Because technically, if I have my way, I'm gonna have one desk that's nothing but like admin business related, like my computer, my printer, my scale, my scanner, all that stuff on one table. And then I want a second table that's nothing but like it's a crafting table where I basically sit and I film my my craft tutorials and do my craft stuff like that. And then my third and final table is a prep table or a layout table. So like when I'm done with these granny squares and I've cut out the fabric, I can lay out all that stuff and get a picture of what my design's going to look at, like stuff like that. If I'm not doing that on there, I can use it to iron, I can use it to sew, I can use it to do whatever. So I need to get that third table and get that set up. I still need to figure out where to put 2/3 of my yarn. Um, quite frankly, I think I'm just going through it and I'm putting up my greatest hits, the stuff that I know I'm apt to use right now, so that I can see it and then use it. And then as I'm using it, put out more yarn. That's how much yarn I have. It's a little ridiculous. Um, so I need to work on that. I still need to work on the grants, obviously. Um, I still have to work on the study. Like, so I've got 100 and as of the last time I checked, I think I have roughly 170 responses, and I need at least 400. So it's moving faster than I expected it to, but I'm still like trying to get more responses. Um, I need to work on content for the other channel, so I'm gonna work on that. I need to just make a list of things I need to work on and just start working on it. Maybe I'll make a wheel of things to work on, and then just like let the wheel decide what I work on at any given point, and then use the Pomodoro method so that I stay on track. That's what I might have to do because otherwise I'm going to be wandering around here doing absolutely positively nothing for like ever, and that's not going to help. Vertical storage is where it's at. I agree. Coupe makes all kinds of crochet hooks and they are all ergonomic. Cool. Are they like they have a website? Are they on Etsy? Where do you find them? I'll have to check them out. I love ergonomic things. Let's see. I don't know, guys. I'm really kind of out of stuff to talk about. There's so much going on and yet nothing all at the same time. So I'm literally going to go eat dinner and then I'm going to work on my diamond art painting. Or I might make a couple more squares. I mean, I'm pretty through. Yeah, this skein of this. This is a Manarola from Hobie, in case you didn't know. So I don't know. I might go back and forth between diamond art painting and making more squares because I'm going to use up this whole skein to see how many squares I get out of it. So BJ said she just found them on Amazon, but they appear to have a boy type hook. Yeah, and I guess for Bates people that would be a disappointment. I don't know. Maybe you can order them and specify that you want a Bates head on it or pointing your head or something. And I used to make lists from hardest to easiest and would choose one from top and bottom. That's not a bad idea. I kind of like the randomness of the wheel though. Let's let the wheel decide, because even if I made the list from the hardest to the easiest, I still have to think about which was the hardest, which was the easiest, and that could be torture for me just as much as not having a list at all. But hey, if that works for you, go for it. Hey, Kelly, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Cal, may I ask you? Have you heard about the Barbie AI, the AI Barbies from each state, and that some of them are wearing crocheted items? Have you heard about that? I think I'm the only person in this room that's heard about it. I'm like, wow, really? Okay. But yeah, I think I'm going to use the wheel. I don't know, or pull out of the hat or something. I'm going to have to like figure out some way to like get myself motivated to do something. Because otherwise, I will literally sit here and do nothing. And I'll sit down at noon and I'll blink and it'll be 4 o'clock and I've accomplished absolutely another thing. And I mean, that's okay for like a day or two, but you can't spend like large chunks of time doing that. So I have to figure out some way to like get my booty motivated. So you haven't heard about it either. Good grief. How in the world did I come up with this information and everybody else didn't? That's crazy. Normally I'm the last person to know stuff. Crystal, what? For me, the hardest one was the one that took the most motivation. Yeah, but see, I have zero motivation. So at that point, if I went by that, then all of them would be the hardest because I have no motivation to work on any of them. That's the problem. That's why I need the wheel to decide for me to tell me, Mocha, do this. Okay, that's why I need the wheel. Matter of fact, I might have two wheels. I might have one wheel that tells me what I need to do, and another wheel that tells me for how long to do it. That's how lacking motivation I am. But I guess that's also my brain telling me, girl, I'm tired. You've been working me like crazy for years now. Can I take a break? Can I? Is it okay? So I go back and forth between the two. One moment I'm perfectly fine doing nothing. The next I feel like I should be doing something. I'm such a slacker. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? So I'm going back and forth with it. But I think I am going to use the wheels to pick my tasks and the time that I do them. But I'm only going to put like I'm not gonna be crazy and like say you have to do this for 3 hours. It's gonna be one of those. I think the max I'll make myself do something is an hour because that's really the maximum amount of time that I could dedicate to anything without drifting off and wandering off to do other things. So I can try to share my screen and show the Barbies. Um, I had the article up. Let's see if I can still find it. Sorry, I'm looking for it. I was literally just looking at it. Here it is. Do, do, do. Okay. Okay, so this article loaded funky for me, so and it takes forever for the pictures to load. But I will go ahead and show you a couple of these as soon as I get them pulled up. Let's see. I'm showing you. Look at the Nebraska Barbie. or not. This is one of those articles that is like heavy, 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 and like, well, first of all, it's heavy in photos, but it's also heavy in ads. And my ad blocker makes things run really weird. So that's why it's taking me forever to pull up these pictures. So just hang on. I'm working on it. Oh, this is taking forever. Just give me the picture. Olympic Sky Barbie. There you go. Alright, I'm going to attempt to share this. Hopefully it'll let me. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have no idea what you're seeing right now because the page is taking forever to load again. No, the page was loaded and now suddenly it's taking it forever. Okay. Can you see? Can you see her skirt? Or her skirt? Her scarf? Her scarf is crocheted. So that's Nebraska Barbie. And then if it lets me scroll down to North Dakota Barbie. This is Nevada. New Hampshire. New Hampshire's wearing a knitted sweater. Wow, is this website loaded down with ads? This one I couldn't tell. Part of me thinks that part of that is some mosaic crochet, but I could be wrong. This is New Mexico's Barbie, or not mosaic, mochila crochet. Like the band around, like the shirt looks like it's mochila. New York Big Apple Barbie. La 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 la. North Carolina Blue Ridge Barbie. North Dakota Bison Barbie. Here we go. See? She's wearing a big old pink crochet hat with a big old poof on it. And I don't know, it could be a crochet or a knit sweater now that I think about it. I hadn't paid attention to a sweater before. But it's a fiber art sweater either way. It's a knit. She's wearing knitted apparel. That's Ohio Barbie. get down to Vermont, but this website is locking up. Of course. Okay. Somehow it jumped me to houses. See if I can scroll back up. Come on. Wyoming, Wisconsin. Sorry, guys. This site just is not. I remember this from yesterday or day before yesterday when I was loading it up. It loads up horribly, and it's almost impossible to scroll through, which is annoying. That's a knit sweater. I'm gonna show you Vermont. Here we go. There's Vermont. Vermont is wearing again. That's that. It's the same hat, only the poof is different. It's a different poof, but it's the same style hat. Okay, this is crashing, so I'm gonna like leave or try to if it'll let me. Okay, I'm totally crashing here. This is crashing my system completely. So, am I back? I think I'm back. Am I back? But anyway, yeah, I found that the very interesting about the whole Barbie thing and different like crochet that they're wearing. So anyway, okay, it's after 10, so I am going to go eat and do some diamond art painting and do stuff. Hi, Selim, when did you get here? And hi, Nancy Mac. I didn't see you come in either. I was like I said, busy trying to get that page to load and failing miserably, but I guess you guys saw it. So um yeah. So maybe the new market is making tiny crochet outfits for Barbie. Horse gigs, I guess. But with that, I think I am going to get out of here. The New Mexico Barbie. Yeah, it looks like that's some sort of mosaic crochet, I think. So, which I think would be kind of neat. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, my system is starting to crash. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But next time I share my screen, I'll remember like not to have so many tabs open while I'm doing it. I forget that. Me and my ADHD person who always has 20 tabs open. I forget that when I'm trying to actually stream and then do other things with all those tabs open, my computer's like, "What are you doing to me?" So next time I'll think ahead of time and I'll close tabs before I start sharing screen sharing. But this has been fun as always. If you can leave me a like or a thumbs up if you found this enjoyable, I'd appreciate it. And if you're new here and you aren't subscribed and you think you might like my content, please hit that subscribe button so that you know when I go live and when I post videos, which I will be going back to doing here shortly. Well, I say shortly, in the next month or so, um, along with my other channel. But you guys could have spent this last hour anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do appreciate it, and I don't take that for granted. So thanks for being here. Um, I'll see you guys next week with more interesting things to talk about, and hopefully my computer will be a little more cooperative. And until then, I will talk to you guys in the YouTube streets and like on other social media platforms. So have a good one, everybody. Bye.